Good evening, and thank you so much for joining me this evening for an intro to essential oils class. My name is Allison Moore, and I am currently a star with Young Living. I have been using essential oils for about 3 years, and I just want to start off by saying I am not a medical professional. I cannot diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases or illnesses. I can, however, help guide you in the right direction to kind of help whatever system is needing a little support. I got started 3 years ago after I had some medical issues. We had lost a child full term, and then a couple of miscarriages after that. It was time to get tested, and turns out that there was a lot of things. I'm a little bit more sensitive to chemicals than most people, and so trying to get the chemicals out of my body, off my body, and out of my home became top priority. And as you can imagine, like thinking about my makeup, thinking about my Tylenol, my cough medicine, my cleaning supplies, my laundry detergent, love my Downy, just all of that had to go. I didn't even think about, like mouthwash and toothpaste and deodorant and all of that stuff, body washes, perfumes, all the stuff I loved. So it was just kind of a whirlwind for me, and I was just floored the first time I went into the grocery store after finding out my limitations on food and what I should and shouldn't be putting into my body. I mean, we all kind of know that processed foods aren't good for us, but they taste so amazing, and they're so much cheaper than, and time saving is the big one, right? And going into the grocery store the first time, like I walked out of there crying. I was like, I can't have anything I normally have. Like I would have pastas and stuff like that, and for me, like I'm supposed to stay away from the gluten. So it was a very, and then to tell me that, I shouldn't be popping a Tylenol every time I start feeling anything. I mean, I was a huge advocate for, you don't want to hurt, you don't want to feel bad, take what you need to. And I still kind of am, but it's a different path right now. So it was just really a shock to the system, and we still wanted to have babies, and I couldn't be on the medications that I was on and be pregnant and have a safe pregnancy. So I was just beside myself. Like I knew that having them meant that I felt better, but I wanted a baby. So it was just, I was stressed out for weeks, and I couldn't sleep, and I wasn't sure where to go. I wasn't sure what to do. And I was talking to my friend Kelly, who I just met not too long before that. And she was like, hey, I have an oil for that. And we were just talking on the phone, so she couldn't see my reaction to anything. But I kind of rolled my eyes, like essential oil really can help me with that. Like I've used them to scent paper and stuff like that, but I've never used them to kind of help anything else. And it was lavender, and lavender was not my favorite smell at all. Like it was that and patchouli were like the worst ones to me. And so I was like, I'll try anything, right? We will try anything to feel better. And it was natural. So she sent it to me, and I sniffed it, and I was like, oh gosh, no. So it took me 2 more days of no sleep, and I finally went ahead and put it a little drop on my pillow, and it was the best night's sleep I had had in weeks. So needless to say, I bought my kit in December of that year, and I haven't looked back. I have changed everything from what I scent my rooms with and what I put on my body. Like I make If I don't make it, I buy it from Young Living. Bath washes, shampoos and conditioners, my laundry detergent, my dish soap, toothpaste, mouthwash. It's all natural. Like, I don't have any synthetics. And the great thing is that Young Living actually just came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, with a makeup line. What? Hallelujah. Now my mission is complete. It's got everything I need. They carry a lot more than just essential oils. They came out with a baby line, which is kind of fortuitous for me because we are actually due in October now. Yay! So it's really great. So I, if I don't make my rash cream or, my baby lotion and stuff like that, I can buy it. They even have wet wipes. That's amazing. So I'm really excited. So that's kind of my background, and that's kind of how I got started. And Gina, I'm not sure her why, but and she can tell you if she wants to. But she offered to help do a class with me and invite a few of you that she cares. I'm sure she cares about everybody 'cause she's just like me. To kind of share essential oils, and hopefully you're here tonight because you want to learn something new, or maybe just get more information on essential oils, and I will be happy to hopefully educate you a little bit on some things. First of all, I'm not gonna talk about anything other than Young Living essential oils. They're the only ones I trust. I love their seed to seal process, and I know that I can trust the products that I'm getting are quality. So I'm also going to try and stay with my notes, because if I don't, I will be like a squirrel and be like, oh, off on tangents. So if I do that, I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize now. I'm sure it's going to happen. So we just need to know that, like, even the air that's inside your house is like 5 to 10 times more polluted than outside, because of all those things that I mentioned before: your fabric softeners, your air fresheners, your chemicals that you're cleaning with. I used to love bleach and Comet. I used it on everything. I used to use Clorox wipes on my counters. It was just, that to me was clean. So trying to get rid of that stuff. The Thieves Cleaner is really amazing for that. I have one cleaner for everything. You can mix it with certain things. Like, instead of Comet, I mix it with baking soda, and it still has the same effect. I use it on my toilet, on my floors, from ceiling to floor, literally. You can just use it for everything: glass, windows, all of it. I even have like a recipe to do like furniture polish. So that being said, so you can move from everything under your sinks to one bottle. And one bottle can last you, I've heard people say, oh, it's so expensive. Okay, so how much are you spending at just think about it for just a second. Like, how much are you spending on chemicals to clean with? You're even if you're doing the organic stuff, like, how much are you spending on your products? Because this one bottle can get you 15 to 20 bottles of cleaning supplies. So it's super concentrated. It smells amazing. Your house, like, I've had people tell me, oh my God, your house smells so good. What did you use? I was just cleaning. Yep. So it's really good to kind of get to a chemical-free spot and get rid of as many toxins as you can out of your house. And again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Like, this is your life. This is your family. You will know what your family needs and wants are. And for me, it was just, we needed to get better. We needed to get healthier. We needed to stop being sick all the time. Like, I'd get migraines. I'd get colds. And I'm not saying that those have disappeared completely, but I can deal with them. Like, they're not nearly the way they used to be. So, what are essential oils? Essential oils are a very potent, volatile, and versatile substance derived from plants. Young Living's genuine therapeutic grade essential oils are primarily extracted through careful steam distillation, and they do first distillation, which a lot of companies do not do. The more it's distilled, the more the potency drops down. So you're not, so even if, they have them at Walgreens, they sell them in various stores all over the country now, essential oils, and most of them could be even third or fourth or fifth distillation, so that they smell sweeter, so it'll smell better, and smell more synthetic, I guess, to me. I mean, some of them smell really good. They smell better than ours sometimes, but not because, but you can smell just like they almost smell fake to me. Like, peppermint doesn't smell like the plant. So if it doesn't smell like the plant, more than likely it's been distilled a little bit too long. And you can't guarantee that they haven't put anything in it. They have to have 5% of essential oil in each bottle in order to be considered all natural and 100% pure. And the rest, the other 95%, could be anything from a carrier oil to alcohol to, you just don't know. And they don't have to put it on the bottle. So I can trust that Young Living has done, they do from the seed, literally from the seed to when you get it in your hand. They distill their own, they pick the best seeds and only plant the best seeds. They don't put any chemicals on the plants when, to keep bugs and stuff. They only use essential oils. And if they don't, I actually went to a beauty school where he was telling me that they have buildings full of oils that didn't meet quality control, that they use, they're not like premium, they test it so much, and they just sit there and they use them, if they can't, they try and find other uses for them, like keeping the bugs away from the plants and stuff like that. So, and if they can't use bugs, if they can't use the essential oils to keep things down, they go out and hand weed some of the plants to keep them level. So no chemicals go on them in the distillation process. There's no bleach to clean those things out, and they're only bottled once. So they bottle them themselves, which a lot of places have other distilleries that distill them, bottle them, then they get them, then they rebottle them. So there's always room for contamination, whether they're intending to or not. So I just know that this is a good way to go, and it can be really helpful. So, and they also do some cold pressing. It just depends on the plant and what the plant's needs are. These potent oils are often called the lifeblood of the plant because they oxygenate your cells and detox your body. Oils do the same thing for the plant. Breaking a plant, for example, if you remember in science, learning about plants and what happens when a plant gets injured, the essential oil of the plant goes into that area it needs support in. They can do the same thing in human body. In humans, they provide support for every body system. Essential oils have protective properties, which are the plant's natural defense mechanisms that gives them their therapeutic property for our bodies. They support everything from healthy brain function to healthy weight, and also used extensively for healthy emotional support. I use it a lot. I know that you can all agree with me. There are times, even if you're like the happiest person on the planet, there are times that you get down, like you see something on the news, or you're just having a rough day and you just need that little extra boost of support. There's an oil for that. An essential oil in a diffuser can soothe a child who has had a rough day at school. They can calm the kids down and you before bedtime. You can relax after a long day of work. On the flip side, they can also invigorate you, uplifting and energizing. Peppermint's really good for that. There's a couple others that kind of get you going. I have a peppermint scrub that I like to use in the morning because it smells so good and it makes my face feel so good. And it's like spa treatment before work, and it helps wake me up too because the peppermint is just, it gets in, it helps open up my nose, it helps me breathe better. Okay, so now, and I know essential oils can also be an alternative to toxic cleaning and chemicals. We've kind of already touched bottle little on that and how the Thieves Cleaner works. Lemon's really good for like removing stickers and stuff, and I know that I posted this in the class, so we won't really touch too much on that, but it's really good for your sink, your floor, ceiling, all of it. So, and like I said, there's so much more than just essential oils. I mean, they even have vitamins and things like that that help. But going back to the essential oils, we are only going to be talking about the premium starter kit, which is usually how everyone gets started. Not everyone, but most people do get started with the premium starter kit. It comes with 11 oils, some samples, some little vials for sharing or just traveling, so you don't have to carry the bigger bottle, and it comes with a diffuser. So this is the home diffuser. Ooh, and it's all of a sudden I picked it up. Okay, so you can see it's got like a pretty design on the top, and you fill it, and it has a couple of settings. So this is the continuous, and you can see, you know, and you'd think that it's wet, but it's not. It's nice and dry. It's not going to ruin your tabletop unless you tip it over and spill out the water. It stays nice and like that, and it just can permeate the whole room. It can help disinfect or help cleanse the room. Thieves is a really good one. Purification's another good one for kind of purifying the room a little bit. So this is just the continuous setting, and then you have the intermittent that stays on for a little bit and then it'll shut off. Now you're saying, okay, I want to use it at night in my bedroom when I'm trying to sleep, because you're gonna I'm gonna have that lavender that you talk so well about. So you can actually turn off the light. You just hold the button for a couple of seconds and it turns off. So it's a really great little diffuser to have, and it runs for about 4 to 6 hours depending on the cycle. So it lasts a while, and I know that's a little bit harder to get used to after you've had the warmers and stuff. I used to love my warmers. I actually kept my warmers, but I make my own insert. I just use coconut oil and then whatever oil. So you're not going to get so much as the medicinal from the oil, but you will still get the smell. Like I use coconut and lime, and it's like tropical island right now, you know. So I can still use them because I had a lot. I had like 5, 6, I had them all over. I used to love using them. So that's kind of the diffuser. So let's talk about a little bit about inhalation and diffusing essential oils. Understand that the fragrance is the substance of memories. So research shows that when inhaling pure constituents in the essential oils, it can activate regions in the brain that are associated with memory, emotion, and state of mind. Hence, in less than a second, a scent has the power to activate a number of physical and emotional responses. Have you ever smelled something and it took you back to memories of years ago? So like lemon, you know, I asked you about that question about lemon. Like, what do you think of when you think of lemon? And for me, it kind of took me back to a time when my best friend in junior high, she lived where there was a Meyer lemon tree, like right off her back deck, and we would sit and just eat lemons like crazy. And it's a good memory. And now I'm not going to say that there aren't things out there that send me into an emotional state, but Irish Spring is one of those things that my grandfather used to use all the time. So when I smell that on people, and now that I don't have the chemicals so much around me anymore, when I get around them, I'm very sensitive to them. Like I can smell them from a mile away sometimes. So when I smell that, it just takes me back to my grandfather, and it's kind of bittersweet because I miss him, but I love the time that we spent together. So it's the same way with some of the essential oils. They can help bring back memories and help you feel joy, and it can help you rediscover peace and balance and joy. Using the essential oils for diffusion, soothing baths. I love putting Valor or lavender in my bath. Copaiba kind of helps let them all kind of meld into me a little bit better with just a little bit of Epsom salt. Oh yeah, it's a bath. I've even put Joy in my bath, and I really like that. It's another essential oil. Massage. There's certain massage oils. Some of them actually smell like icy hot does, and I like the way it works. It works almost better to me. And then, just you can put it on, So we can all use some peace, some balance and joy in our lives, right? Especially because so many lives are hectic. We have kids running around. Some of us have kids running around, or we have crazy work schedules, or we're going to school and working and raising kids, and or maybe you just have fur babies that have to be walked all the time or need your attention. I have 2 cats that don't have to be walked, but boy howdy, they try my patience. So another good reason why diffusing essential oils is so important, like I said before, they can purify and cleanse the air from the environmental impurities. Harsh chemical formulas aren't only in your home cleaning option. You can have peace of mind without compromise when diffusing Young Living essential oils. So not only are you making your home smell absolutely amazing, but you aren't damaging your health like those other nasty fragrance sprays, candles, and plug-ins do. My grandmother has some really good plug-ins. Not gonna lie, they smell amazing, but when I go over there, especially now that I'm pregnant, I have to unplug them. And it's still in the air, so it's really hard to be over there for long periods of time, but I do it once a week because she's my grandmother and I love her. Another one of my favorite ways is to use them topically. I know, I'm sorry, I'm rushing. Now the usage is indicated on each oil label as how you can use them. So like on the lavender, it will tell you, directions to apply topically. Apply 2 to 4 drops directly on desired area. Dilution is not required except for the most sensitive skin. And then there's aromatic. Diffuse up to 1 to 3 1 hour 3 times a day. So they will tell you right on the bottle whether you can ingest them, whether you can put them topically, and how to do that. So that's really good. And anytime you're starting out, you want to start out slow and test one little area first. Okay? See, I'm trying to follow my notes and I'm getting lost. So the idea of if a little is good, a lot is great, does not go with essential oils. You can actually, you want to go, they're so potent and so powerful, you want to start off slow and go, start off low and go slow. So in most cases, just 1 to 2 drops are more than adequate, and that way you're not wasting product. I will tell you, even now, I start off with 1 drop or 2 drops and work my way up. I'll wait for a while, and if it's still not doing what I need it to do, then I'll put more on. So just think of it as like, I know that they sound expensive, but when you think of how much you spend on other things, like, it's really not. And especially when you mix it with a carrier oil, it lasts even longer. and it can still do the same thing. It's just amazing, especially when you're working with kids. Depending on the essential oil, you can gradually build up to 3 to 4 uses per day if desired. Because of the essential oil's molecular size, they are smaller than a cell, which allows oils to penetrate your skin very quickly. Understanding that your skin is your largest organ you have, everything that touches your skin, your shampoo, your deodorant, your makeup, your lotions, is directly absorbed into your bloodstream, which then carries those toxins to your delicate organs. Most people, when they think of getting healthy, they just solely focus on their diet and adding in exercise, which, yes, is very important, but in actuality, what you should also be concerned about is what's coming into contact with your skin. Because when you ingest something orally, at least it goes through a filter that gets broken down by enzymes and flushed out of the body to a certain extent. Your skin has no filter. People think that the skin is a barrier when really it's a carrier. The average woman applies over 300 chemicals. I'll say that again, 300 chemicals to their body daily. 80% before breakfast. Hair, nails, shampoo, bases, lots of hairspray, that kind of thing. So I don't know about you, but that worried me a lot. Like, I mean, maybe it's just worrying you a little bit and you're like, I like my products. But hopefully this is starting to help you think of the products that you've been using for years. And it's devastating when you first think about it, because I loved a lot of those. A lot of them. I would go to specialty stores to buy some of those things. But now I don't use anything synthetic lotions or perfumes anymore. I only use essential oils. And I get compliments all the time on how good I smell. Although recently there's been a little girl that's been giving me guff about smelling like vinegar, because I use vinegar instead of fabric softener. So she kids me about smelling like pickles. So that's something I have to work on. Another way to use your Young Living essential oils is internally. Young Living Vitality line is GRAS approved, which is generally regarded as safe. And you can tell if it's a Vitality because it'll be white. It'll have a white label versus any other color. So like this one is white, this one's red. Very big distinction. For internal use by the FDA. The purpose behind Vitality oils. A white label means that you are safe for proper internal usage. Now, with that being said, the oils aren't really new. The labels are. Yes, but these are the same essential oils Young Living was already selling. It's just the FDA said we can only do so many, I think you can only have like two ways to use them on the bottle. So even though some of them you can take internally, so you'll notice sometimes when you go to buy things again, like peppermint. Peppermint's a good example. So peppermint comes in a white bottle, but then it also comes in a green bottle in a bigger size. So they just had to relabel them because you're only allowed to have 2 usages. So what sets them apart is their labels are specifically for internal use, whereas the regular essential oils are labeled for aromatic and topical. The Lemon Vitality with the white label is the exact same oil as the lemon oil in the solid yellow label. See, that's the white one. That's the one that comes in the kit. And then you can buy a bigger yellow. It's a great way to use the Vitality oils is by putting them in an empty vegetable capsule or a glass of water. I like to do the lemon and sometimes the peppermint and sometimes the thieves in tea is really good. Or you can do it in juice or tea, like I said. How many of you love honey, lavender, and lemonade? I haven't really gone to that extreme yet. I mean, I made the lemonade with the Vitality oil, and I just haven't gone to the lavender side yet. I did make some chocolate lavender truffles. They were pretty good. Might have used a little too much lavender, but they were really good. So it tastes really, really good. And some of them, like the thieves in the tea, when I'm starting to feel kind of yucky, I'll break out the thieves and I'll put that in just like 1 or 2 drops of that and the lemon and my favorite tea, which is the Good Earth Sweet and Spicy, I think. And it's amazing when you're not feeling very good. It kind of helps boost the immune system and stuff. Instead of asking for lemon wedge at restaurants, we can just put 1 or 2 drops of Vitality oil. That way you know you're not getting the toxins from the outside rind. Be sure with citrus oils you only drink them in a glass or stainless steel or ceramic containers. No plastic. It will melt the plastic and leach the toxins into your water. You can even cook with the oils to enhance your food. Cheesecake, baby. I did a lime cheesecake with the lime. Just like peppermint brownies. Oh, yeah. Peppermint brownies are amazing. And you can just use, whatever brownie recipe you want. Just add a couple of drops of the peppermint. As soon as you can smell it, you're done. It was, my mom made these grasshoppers. They're called grasshoppers, and they're like brownies, then a layer of like sugar icing that was peppermint, and then a chocolate top. I've kind of cut out the other 2 layers, and then I just put the peppermint in the brownie to kind of cut down on my sugar too. Another reason why it's important to apply Young Living essential oils topically is to take them topically and take them internally is because they are very high in antioxidants and create an unfriendly environment for free radicals. Free radicals come from sources outside your body, such as tobacco smoke, toxins that we apply and use every day, the food and water we drink, and pollutants just in the air. You want to know what else is free radicals do to our bodies? Make you look and feel older. Yep. I don't know about you, but I do want to look and feel, I don't want to look and feel older than I am. I want to slow down that process as long as I can. Free radicals damage and attack your body on a daily basis. But there's a defense action you can take. Essential oils, and especially our Ninja Red drink. And let me show you one of the packets. I kind of kept the box together so I could kind of show you. So you get 2 of these in your kit. You get 2 of them for free to try. And they are packed full of rich antioxidants that combat those free radicals. Ninja Red is especially formulated with powerful antioxidants that taste great, fortifies the body, and replenishes key nutrients in your body. This yummy drink contains pure essential oils such as orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine, as well as the renowned wolfberry, and wide variety of vitamins enriching whole fruits such as blueberries, apricots, raspberries, and pomegranates. My husband drinks this every day, every morning. Like, I would be too, but it's more important for him right now. So drinking the Ninja Red as often as possible can help keep your body healthier and stronger and help detox that body a little bit better. And, you can always put it, there's a essential rewards program where you can actually put that on. So you get it every month like clockwork. And you get points back that you can use for free stuff later, which is awesome. So you You know, you just need to get yourself on a better track. Every day we use our oils as often as possible, we diffuse as often as possible, and we drink Ninja Red at our house. So when you get your kit, the first thing you'll want to do is put your Essential Rewards order to receive every month. Hands down, Ninja Red, and don't forget the Thieves Cleaner. Now, I don't run through Thieves Cleaner once a month, so you can always kind of space it out. So putting it on the Essential Rewards is awesome because you can change it anytime you need to, anytime you want to. And it's really great that way. So why do we choose Young Living? So what makes them stand out is that they were founded in 1993 and is the largest, most trusted essential oil company in the world. They have over 25 years of research and experience, and the only company that has the seed to seal guarantee. And we've kind of talked about that. It's the promise that from the moment the seed is sourced to the time that it's bottled and sealed, Young Living uses the highest standards possible to make their products for your life and the earth better. They ensure that you are receiving essential oils exactly the way nature intended. Only one company can make seed to seal promise, and that is Young Living. They also make sure they're world leader in producing and guaranteeing 100% pure, genuine, therapeutic grade essential oils. Gary Young, the founder, has built 9 farms around the world, not including their partnered farms that also uphold Young Living's seed to seal standard, and he goes out and he makes sure that they are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. But the farms are worldwide, so the plants can grow in the climate that they thrive in, which I find amazing. And there's actually, like, you can go to some of the farms when you join Young Living. You're able to go to some of those farms, and sometimes for free. Young Living loves for their members to be a part of the farming process, from seed planting all the way to harvesting and distillation process. Anyone is welcome to go at any time, interview any employees, ask any questions, walk out to their fields and watch the entire process, and more than likely they will put you to work right alongside them. No secrets, period. Would you ever want to go see and be a part of the seed to seal experience at one of the farms? Young Living's the only company that does that. The other thing that I want to touch base on is that the thing that sets them apart from other oil companies out there, even the ones that sold in the stores, there's a couple of tips and red flags. Flag number 1, if an oil is truly 100% therapeutic grade, there should not be an expiration date on the bottle. Genuine therapeutic grade essential oils should not expire. Think of them as bottle of wine. If kept closed in a cool, dark place, their shelf life is indefinite. Red flag number 2, pay attention to the fragrance of an oil, and we kind of touch base on that. Does an oil smell delicate, rich, and organic? Do the aromas vary from batch to batch? When they do, it's an indication that they are distilled in small batches rather than industrial processed on a large scale with chemical solvents and additives. Lavender oil should not have a hint of vanilla to it, and peppermint oil should not smell like candy cane. We talked about this. Genuine therapeutic grade essential oils should have a different aroma with each small batch. Now, probably the second time I got lavender, it was way off, and I called the company because actually one of the gals in my downline actually had one too, and I was like, whoa, no, it didn't even smell close. Apparently they had accidentally harvested a little early on a batch, and they were quick to fix it. They sent us new bottles right away. And they asked for the number, because there's always a number on the side of the bottle that tells you the lot number, basically. And so then they can track down where they were coming from, and if there is any, they can get rid of it. sorry, I lost my place. So everything in the plant surroundings changes its aroma, but not the therapeutic constituents. For instance, when a plant gets too much or too little water, sun, soil conditions, temperature, and even wind, it changes the aroma, thus revealing its pure state. All oils fall into one of the four categories. Grade A are genuine therapeutic grade, made from organically grown plants distilled at proper temperatures. Grade B is food grade. These may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders. Grade C are perfume oils, typically what you would find on the shelves of a health food store. They usually contain solvents that companies use to get higher yields on oils. Grade D is called floral water. After all the oil is pulled out, the leftover water or trash water is sold to companies who then fill 5% of the bottle with this water and the rest with carriers and label it as pure or all natural or organic. They are able to do this because in the United States, there are no rating systems or labeling laws regarding essential oils. The closest we get is an FDA requirement that in order to label a bottle of essential oil pure or therapeutic grade, it must contain at least 5 to 10% of essential oils. Now, we talked about this earlier. That means 90 to 95 can be solvents, chemical extenders, carrier oils, and who knows what else. In the essential oil community, you get what you pay for. Compare this to a hamburger on the dollar menu to an organic grass-fed Angus burger. Why do you think one is more expensive than the other? Quality, right? The same goes for oils out there on the market. Young Living completes 8 different tests on every batch of oil that's made. Nothing is compromised. The Young Living Seed to Seal goes beyond organic and purity. Wouldn't you agree that that's pretty important to go above and beyond? That's why it's so important to know where your oils come from. The fact that essential oils are God-given oils and work perfectly with our bodies to help support them in every need. Oils are mentioned over 1,000 times directly or indirectly in the Bible. Anytime you read about incense, perfume, spices, and ointments, they are referring to essential oils. So before we get started into the oils that come in the premium starter kit, I want to touch base on a few safety guidelines. Essential oils are potent gifts from nature that are powerful. In order to prevent misuse of these precious oils and ensure maximum benefit, please be sure to follow the following precautions. Do not put these essential oils directly in your eye or ear canal. It will burn. Trust me, I've done it on accident. If an essential oil gets in your eye, put milk or carrier oil around the eye for relief. Do not use water. Not a good idea. If an essential oil feels hot to the skin, immediately apply the carrier oil on the area for relief. If a rash occurs at any time after application of an oil, refrain from applying topically for a few days and start back slowly, diluting with the carrier oil. Pregnant women, epileptics, and those high with blood pressure should consult their doctors, as a few of the oils should be avoided. When using on children, it is safe practice to dilute with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba, or grape seed oil. You can also use avocado or olive oil. Carrier oils ensure comfort by slowing the rate of the body's absorption of the oil. It does not dilute the effect of the oil. And also a good thing when you're trying with you or your children is to start with your feet first. You have tons of little nerve endings in your feet that go all the way through your body. So starting with your feet, especially if it's one that doesn't smell good, like there's one that I have trouble with, and I use it on my feet and it does amazing. We don't recommend peppermint, rosemary, sage, or eucalyptus if you're under the age of 5, and wintergreen under the age of 12. If previously applied or exposed to the children with no reaction, you may choose to continue to use the oil. Citrus oils are sensitive, sorry. So if you apply topically, avoid being in the sun for a long period of time, or just apply them in an area where it's not exposed. If taking a medication on a regular basis, you want to make sure you consult your doctor, but understand most doctors aren't educated in therapeutic grade essential oils. So you do have to do a little bit of your own research. You are your own advocate. Be smart, use your better judgment, and read the labels. Young Living oils are safe when used properly. When used properly. Investing in a reference material and asking questions is very important on this journey. And, if you sign up, you'll have a team that backs you, place that you can go for questions. You can ask me. I have books, and if I don't have books, I have people I can ask. So let's get started with the oils in the kit. So lavender is one we've talked a little bit about. It's the Swiss Army knife of oils. It has over 1,000 uses. The scent is wonderful in aiding in relaxation, calming, great to apply or diffuse for winding down at bedtime, or even add to a soothing bath. It's great beginner oil. It's very good for anybody in the family because it helps a lot of sensitive. If you're more sensitive to things, it's a good easy one to ease into. And it's one that I don't ever run out of. I always make sure I have an extra bottle of it. It takes 27 square feet of lavender plant to make a 15-ounce bottle of lavender. Now this is a 5-ounce, so to make one that a little bit bigger, that's crazy. It's so much what they do for us. Peppermint Vitality is going to be the next one. Peppermint's one that I always have to have on hand. Actually, a lot of the oils in the kit are ones that I have to have on hand. I use peppermint all the time. It's invigorating and energizing, and it has that fresh mint aroma. I use this oil. It's good as a dietary supplement. Can help with your gut. I actually use it a lot when I eat things that I shouldn't, or because the baby has gone to the point where he wants me to be uncomfortable all the time. I use it a lot for just digestive issues. It's also a great way to kind of help with the digestive efficiency too. It really helps if you can start your day with some peppermint. When applied or diffusing, the peppermint oil may support focus on healthy cognitive function. It's very cooling and soothing when applied topically to the skin. I actually do a cooling spray year round, actually, because a lot of people keep their houses hotter than I like. I just add drops of that, and I actually started adding drops of ylang as well, and it's kind of like this great perfume because it's like floral and mint. And you can also do breath sprays and things like that as well. And if you're out in the heat, you can spray it on and it's nice and cooling. You can also put directly a dab on the back of your neck if you're really overheated, and it can really help kind of chill you out and cool you off a little bit, especially if you get a little breeze going back there. Amazing stuff. So then now that one takes 1 pound of raw peppermint material to make a 15-ounce bottle. 1 pound for a little bottle. Amazing stuff. So lemon Vitality is cold pressed from the lemon rind, so it's just the rind. The citrus flavor tastes great, and it can enhance food or water. Key ingredients in Thieves and Ninja Red is very high in antioxidants, and you all remember what that means, right? It helps combat free radicals, which means that it helps support a healthy immune system. You better believe I add my lemon to my water to help for that antioxidant support. I actually start my day with a glass of warm water and the lemon, and it actually helps reset my pH balance too. and clean my system out. And sometimes, like my third trimester, I won't be using the peppermint for my gut health. I'll switch over to the lemon and just use that when I've eaten something too spicy and things like that. So you might have guessed lemon oil is another oil to add to your essential rewards, and it's, it's like $10 for a 15 milliliter bottle. It's awesome. And just make sure you, it can help. It's all the essential oils, all the citrus oils are really good mood boosters. So it really helps to diffuse them, and it makes your house smell really good. And if you did like lemon, I do lemon and lime and orange, and it just smells nice and fruity in my house. Now, this is also one of those ones you have to be careful of the UV rays. Okay, so if you're going to apply it topically, make sure that it's not somewhere that's going to be seen by the sun. And of course, glass, stainless steel, or ceramic, no plastic. Copaiba is going to be the next one. It's got a little brownish label on the white. Copaiba is one of my favorites too. And I know I keep saying it, but they are. Copaiba is tapped directly from the tree rather than distilled, and has a rich, uplifting, woodsy smell. And actually, I think it's fairly light in smell. Like, I don't notice it so much. When taken internally, it can promote wellness and support the body's natural response to injury or irritation. You can only get Copaiba through Young Living. I love mixing it. But I actually put it in my bath when I mix it with whatever I need for that day, the lavender. And Copaiba is one of those ones that heightens the other oils. So you put the lavender on, then you put the Copaiba on, and it just penetrates better, and like heightens it. So like maybe it's like 500 times potent, and then the Copaiba comes in and makes it even more potent. It's a very good one for inflammation, and things like that. So the next one, this one was one of those ones I opened to smell, and then I set it aside. I didn't feel like I needed it for anything. Frankincense. This is a very good one for your skin. Okay, it really is wonderful on the skin. It's considered a holy anointing oil in the Middle East. Frankincense has been used in religious ceremonies for thousands of years, and is well known during the time of Christ, when he was given at the time of his birth. Diffusing frankincense is also good for calming and grounding purposes. I actually used it last week a lot. I had a little freak out moment, so I put it in with some lavender and stuff. It's also really good to use in your face regime, to kind of help with the smoothing out part of things. The next one is Thieves Vitality. Thieves is one you have to have all the time. This is the good immune booster. It's got so many different oils in it, and it's got to be in the diffuser, like a lot. We've actually been trying to sell our house, so I put it on right before we leave, and it's just great. Fun fact about Thieves. Now, this one was inspired by the legend of 4 15th century French thieves who formulated a special aromatic combination composed of clove, rosemary, and other botanicals they used while robbing the dead and dying, which I've always thought was like a really good indication. Like, they're around all these people that are dying and decaying, and they're not getting sick. And just saying, their immune systems were boosted. So the next one we're going to talk about is purification. So purification it is pretty potent in smell, but it helps take that stinky stuff out. So it's good for purifying, that trash can that you've left in the hot sun, or the husband that just needs to smell better. It's a good one for the bathrooms, the cat boxes, that kind of thing. Just kind of helps. The blend is made up of 6 essential oils for the ultimate weapon against odor. With purification oil, you never need to feel embarrassed by bad odors from cooking, laundry, pets, or anything else life throws your way. You can diffuse it throughout your house for a more targeted approach, so you will always feel confident that you're home, in the car, and on the go. You can even make a bathroom spray, which we just kind of touched base on, or carpet freshener with some baking soda. There's just so many ways to mix it. You can also, it's that time of year where the bugs are out, so it does have some citronella in it, so it's a good one to kind of have outside. And you can make a spray, maybe even the spray you use for your bathroom, you kind of take it outside. The next one is going to be RC. I just had that one a minute ago. RC is a powerful blend of spruce, cypress, and 3 types of eucalyptus. You can diffuse it or apply it directly for a comforting, invigorating aroma. This one's really good to put on your chest, or sometimes I put it directly there to kind of help open up my airways at night so I can sleep better, or even just on your feet. It also is a good one you can put in the shower, a nice steamy shower to kind of open up everything and kind of just be able to breathe a little bit. Maybe I should have had that in the diffuser today. And it just kind of gives you that spa kind of thought, because it just kind of, you go to the spa and it always smells like eucalyptus and lavender. What is nicer than that? So the next one we're going to talk about is Digize. Digize I talked a little bit about, being a good digestive system, and it also helps the immune system. That one I like to carry with me. I actually sent some with my friend who was going overseas, that had a lot of trouble last time she had gone, and she took it with her and said it was amazing. It helped her so much. She just, when you travel, it's good to have. It's good for any time, you're going out and you're eating too many rich foods and that kind of stuff. So when your stomach is, doing a dance, then that's a good one to have, along with the peppermint and also the lemon, because they're pH balancing. So they help kind of balance whatever's going on with your system, which I thought was amazing. If you're too much or too little, it just evens you right out. And I saved the best one in the normal kit for last, Panaway. So Panaway is a blend of 4 oils: wintergreen, clove, helichrysum, and peppermint. Panaway has a stimulating aroma. That's the one that smells, to me, smells like icy hot or Bengay, that. I think it's the wintergreen that does that. And it is good to apply before or after any type of exercise or daily activity. It can help loosen muscles when you're super stressed out. That's the one. That's the one I put on my hubby before I tell him that I just spent $100 on something we didn't need. Well, I needed it. He didn't need it. Just to kind of get him nice and relaxed and stress free. Okay. I have tried it in an Epsom salt bath, but you do have to, it tingles. It gets really cooling really fast, so you want to be careful on that. If you're not used to that, just know it's going to happen. It doesn't hurt, just kind of chilling. Okay, now the bonus oil, Stress Away. This one, you will definitely want to take stock. Make sure you have tons of this on hand. This is also one that I did not like when I first started. I thought I would love it because it had lemon, or it had lime and vanilla and the copaiba, and I just thought it was gonna be amazing. And I opened it and I was like, wow, no. So my friend Kelly, who introduced me to the oils, she's our leader, It said, the ones that stink to you are the ones you need. And again, we were over the phone, so I got to roll my eyes and not get hurt. But it's true. Like, I didn't open it, didn't use it forever. And then my friend was having a really tough time. So I said, okay, I've got this stress away. Why don't you try it? Help with your anxiety, help calm you down and de-stress you. And I loved it. I opened it and I was like, oh, I don't think I want to give it away. And so it was just really cool because it proved to me that happens. And there are times still I open the bottle and I'm like, oh God, this can't be the same bottle because it stinks to me today. Okay, I know I need to slather it on because I don't like the way it smells today. So if you have an oil you do not like the smell of, that might be because you need it. Plain and simple. So it does help with stress. It promotes confidence and makes you happy. Stress-free mood for everyone, including anxious pets. I think I need to diffuse that next because my cat's been going crazy. I don't know if you can hear her. But it does smell amazing to me now. So I want to just kind of, so it's time to really sit down and decide how you feel, if you think that this is a good idea. And don't forget, it comes with a diffuser. It comes with these little cards for if you give them out to people that kind of tell you a little bit about each oil. It comes with the 2 Ninja packets. It also comes with little sample packets of different oils. And then the little vials that come with it as well. It comes with like a how to get started kind of thing. It also comes with a filament, a roller ball, which I don't have down here right now. And you just pop the roller ball onto whichever oil you want to use. Stress Away is a good one. Panaway is another good one to have it just straight on the roller ball or with the roller ball. And it's really awesome. So it's $160 plus tax and shipping to get started if you get the basic class, kit. And it comes in this really cool box, which is really great because you can use it after you're done with the oils. I use it to keep some of my oils in. And they really just have awesome packaging. Like this is the Dewdrop box. I can't seem to throw anything away, especially when it's cute. So I can either help you after class, and of course I will be sending out welcome packets to anybody who signs up, and anybody who signs up will get a free little welcome packet from me, including an oil to sample. So this is the welcome book that you'll get that has recipes and how-tos and stuff like that, so you don't have to keep watching my silly video. And you get access to the groups, you get access to Young Living blogs and things like that you can look at. The groups are amazing. If you ever have questions, you can ask them. Our group is awesome about posting recipes and stuff, and so if you feel like, I don't know where to get started, I don't know what to do, we're here to help you. After this, Gina and I will be doing a question and answer thing, and so just bear with us and we'll get you signed up under Gina, and hopefully you have a great night, and hopefully if you learn some things and you have some questions, please feel free to ask. I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know it's a whole hour, and that's a lot of time in some people's lives. So I appreciate you, and I hope that we can connect soon and get you started on getting that house chemical free.